nigga put me on hold again.
Shit. Last night I dreamt of catfish. And you know what that means?
No, Gloria. Nobody knows what that means.
Mama, let's go get some water.
Welcome back to Insecurity, the official recap podcast for HBO's Insecure. I'm Crystal.
And I'm Hey Friend, hey. Brr, 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 brr.
Our last air horns of the season.
That's it. Until next time, my friends.
Man, we got 2 extra episodes and it still flew right the fuck on by.
It really did, man. And might I add that you were right.
But so were you, friend. That's right.
This is how we like to end things, okay? With a matched scoreboard.
Amen. Well, let's get right to it. Issa is at the farmer's market. Miss it so much.
Remember that?
When
the street,
yeah, girl,
the outside.
It's other people is also crazy, but
yeah.
Lawrence walks up right then with good news. Okay, he finna be a trolley nigga.
Yeah, he got the job. Come on, Lawrence.
Okay, and a good job, girl. Corner office. He got a whole team. He getting the relocation check.
I hear that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, girl. If they want you bad enough, they will pay for you to move there.
That is amazing. Shit, that should be standard.
Look at friend, like, let me write that down.
You know, clearly I never had a job like that.
Oh man, I love how Issa calls it the Windy City, and then he's like, "Girl,
have you did you go to school?"
No, ma'am. Like you did, right? I feel like you went to school, but
sure.
this is not it. So obviously, Issa is happy for her, but when Lawrence asks her if the distance is a deal breaker, she says it absolutely is not. She is open to flying back and forth to San Francisco. It's just a 45-minute flight, but she blew my mind when she said she was open to moving to San Francisco.
I knew
I was not ready for that at all.
I thought of you too. I was like, I wonder what Crystal thought in this moment.
Yeah, I was disgusted. I was disgusted.
I thought it was great. I mean, listen, you have to make concessions for the right people. And at this point, with their history, with the growth, look how much his life has changed. Look how much her life has changed. But it's a case-by-case thing, for sure.
And Issa is only just now getting into her groove with her career and putting the events together. It's not like she can do the exact same thing in San Francisco because, you know, the events are about LA. She is LA. So
you did say that.
I just, you know, it was a little cuckoo to me because it's like a little bit.
But it also doesn't have to be like an immediate thing because he has to get settled. He has to get acclimated and recalibrate to the SF life. And once he's there and time passes and they realize like, you know what? Shit's still going good and it's working, you know?
Yep, exactly.
Then they'll figure it out. But I love that they seemed equally interested in figuring this shit out.
Yes, exactly. Issa is talking about how she wants to surround herself with things that make her happy, like Lawrence and that schlong. So,
and it's funny that
if they wanted to work, it will.
She used Nathan's speech because didn't he say that to her? I was like, okay, recycling words.
Okay, I see what you did there. I do.
I hear that.
Nice.
A strategy.
Nice work, friend. Okay. Well, Molly and Andrew are at a mixer for Molly's firm and playing the funniest game of Guess Who. Girl, I literally fucking screamed. I screamed when Molly said Torian looks like a Black Elizabeth Holmes. Girl, the cut
the
right back to him. And him really looking like a scamming ass white woman in that turtleneck.
I can never tell what the weather is in fucking LA. Why are they all wearing different things? He had on mad layers.
Oh, girl. Well, I mean, you know, you're dealing with professional people who are probably trying to,
they have to
look a certain way, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes, and I love that we get to see Molly's one of the female lawyers, you know, letting a little bit loose, okay? She's shaking that shimmy. Having a good ass time, but BJ walks up to Molly and Andrew right then, who I guess we're not calling Bennett.
I'm like, Molly, you and your rigidness, he told you before to call him Bennett.
Now she introduced that man as BJ. I don't care about your big boy name. And Bennett invites them out to a bar that, some of the lawyers are going to later, but Molly is saying yes while Andrew's saying no. BJ was like, okay, well, I'm going to grab my drinks.
He walked away like, so yeah, I'm not dealing with this.
Guys, maybe.
Let me know. Cool. I'll be there or not.
Right. Molly asked Andrew about it, and he's having a good time now, but that face says, it's only so much more your little work friends I can handle before it's gonna be time for me to smoke some fucking weed.
Bruh.
So, right.
Can we not?
Molly makes a joke about, she jokes about having the bartender play one of his artists, so it'll be like a work event for him too. And once again, he just goes along with what she wants, even though she never does the same. Well, I won't say never, but Molly is a lot more rigid in what she will allow or what she thinks is okay. And she doesn't really like adjustments to the plan. So if we say we're going out to the mixer, don't then tell me now we going out with your friends too. But whatever. Andrew's a sweetheart. He just rolls with it.
Literally rolls with it because he rolled his eyes.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, girl.
We said in the last episode, this man is fed the fuck up with her. He's over her shit.
And we really saw it.
Like, yeah, girl, you fine, but...
This was it. Yeah. He was like, girl, I done gave you 10 episodes. Enough.
God damn it. 10 episodes is her longest relationship. Shit. But anyway. Oh man, this next scene, we are at the shop, Nathan's shop, and Issa's there checking out the new space. I love how literally everybody ignored him when he introduced her to the room. She was like, oh, they tired. No, girl. They're just not. They have things to do. They're not into you, girl. They don't care. But Issa is like pleasantly surprised by his little area in the back, behind the food closet, and says that it'll work perfectly for her event. She, she had kind of underestimated young Nathan there, and he has big plans for the spot. He's gonna do stuff like giving out free haircuts to people who are unemployed, and of course Issa's like, oh, so me? But no, bitch.
Now I have to say that this part kind of confused me. I don't know if you felt the same, but it's one thing for her to have spoken to Lawrence about helping Nathan move because it was a promise she had made and she's trying to be a good friend. And it's another thing to now tack on using his barbershop to host her event. I'm like, wait a minute, Issa.
But they're friends.
They're not friends. Let's cut that.
They are, though,
They're
friends.
not friends. Not yet.
Friend, they had the whole conversation
that
about...
doesn't mean anything. You don't go from trying to be with someone and then say we're friends and now y'all are friends. They can be friends. That's something they can, like, work towards. But I just thought that was strange and she kind of tacked that on. I'm like, girl, leave it at the move and then keep it cool.
I mean, you have to remember that Issa is broke and probably any free thing
like,
she is not in, right, not in no place to turn it down. I do think you make a good point, but the fact that Nathan kind of took a moment to say, my bad for saying the shit I said about your nigga.
That wasn't cool. I get that I messed up, but... hearing you back with him fucked with me a little bit more than I thought.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention.
Nah, I know.
And I really want to be a good friend to you, but I'm with Lawrence now, so if that's too much...
It's not. I just wanted to be honest about how I felt. And the last thing I want to do is make your life more complicated.
Exactly my point, and that's not something that you get over in 24 hours. And so even when she was like, if this is gonna be hard for you, just let me know. I think she did a good job, like, as far as communicating, like, just let me know. If you can't rock, you can't rock. And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, okay.
Oh, girl.
It ain't that easy.
Well, I think more than a day has passed since, evidently they had conversations about this space that we never, even saw. But I just think if two people, I am a big fan of people at least trying to say what they mean and to let their actions reflect that. And these two people seem committed to not fucking up a decent friendship. They seem to really understand each other. Nathan did the good, smart, responsible thing here and took responsibility for what he said. And Issa, you know, kind of apologized too. And I just think, I don't know, friend, you just won't let them be great. Why is that?
She cheated, and she's trying to work on a relationship where she was the one who cheated. So I think when you are the culprit and trying to rekindle, you have to be a little easeful in how you navigate that reconnection. For me, in my opinion, I thought that this was doing a lot, but I get what you're saying. Because their friendship is
I can see
cute.
why you think that.
Yeah, you have to remember she's the one that cheated.
But they are good. Like, I just feel like they have great chemistry even as friends. And if they can really just keep it as friends, then that would be fine. But that's also probably not even going to be an issue based off how the episode ended. But we'll get there. But so to your point, when she said, you know, if this is too much for you, he immediately is like, oh, no, it's not. I said, that's right, nigga, stay in the wings. Because you never know. You never know.
He's like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere, okay?
I ain't going nowhere.
My mom calls those men fire extinguishers. They're just there in case of emergency.
Yo, your mama is
know.
a fucking genius. That's right.
He's taking
in case of emergency, break glass. That's correct. Oh man, and I love how they tease each other. Like, he making fun of her for eating all her meals in the closet that we got y'all and naming the mops, which is some sad shit to do. It's very lonely, Issa. I just love that. You know, they get to make fun. They get to tease each other. Yeah. Oh, anyway, Molly and Andrew are back at her apartment after hanging out all day, and his face, I mean, he is so clearly fucking over it. I don't know how she is this obtuse. How do you not see it?
The fact that she could not read that, I was like, girl, are you even looking at your man right now?
And then said, did you have a good time, bitch?
He's fatigued on the couch.
Okay. Fatigued is the perfect word for it.
Girl.
He is glad to be home, okay? He is ready for the Looking for LaToya reunion, and I am devastated that we did not get to see none of that. Maybe they'll release it for us later, but I want it.
They're going to drag this on to season 5.
We can only hope. But Molly is one of those people who, like, don't want her man to watch a TV show without her, but then it's like,
annoying.
Okay, you want to go in there and lay down. I want to watch TV. You also don't want me to watch the show I want to watch. So what are you going to give, Molly? Because I done gave all damn day. So why don't you just come lay down in here on the couch? It's not like we can't both fit and watch the fucking show with me. That's what I was thinking.
Because that's what Andrew would do. Not Molly.
I mean, that's what anybody who takes their partners into consideration would do. It's like she just is so used to people just
bending
agreeing to
their
whatever
will.
she wants. Yeah. And she just steamrolls over them. But, you know, Andrew has had fucking enough of her shit. Says if it was him who wanted to stay out later today, it would have been a whole ass issue. True.
No lies.
Now I'm including you in my work stuff so that we can be together. And that's still a problem?
No, that's not. See, look, every time I mention something that bothers me, you just dismiss it. But I'm supposed to bend over backwards when it's about you.
Bend over backwards? When have you ever bent over backwards?
Since we met, and the stuff with my brother, I mean, I wanted you to come to the game, and you blew that off.
Because he was rude and being disrespectful. Like, I thought we worked past this. It feels like you're still holding on to shit.
I'm holding on to Molly, you literally never let shit go.
I let shit go all the time.
He's trying to communicate, and you're jabby. Like, I'm not debating you right now. Like, I'm trying to have a moment, open dialogue, and she's already fighting in fighting mode. Those are defensive words.
Right. And this is not about, you know, going to your work shit or you working late. This is about the fact that you are never able to change what you want or your goals or whatever you had in mind. Like, your desires come first and foremost, and nobody else's mean anything. I don't know how she doesn't see that. Like, I mean, this is the same thing everybody has been telling her ass all season long.
Oh, Andrew.
And Andrew, yeah, he's sick of her dismissing his concerns. He brought up the situation with his brother and how he wanted Molly to come to the game and chill, and she refused. And she's like, yeah, I thought we moved past this. Seems like you're still holding on to shit. And I thought,
Lord, yo, the
where
iron.
is the fucking mirror?
The iron in the knee. I was like, Molly, the nerve, the audacity. I was so pissed.
Andrew said, you are the fucking queen, the literal queen.
If
of not
someone's
letting
face
shit
could
go.
be a wow, his was.
Right. He was like, now of all the things this bitch could have said right now, was like for you to just, oh, Molly, the self-awareness is still not there, but she's yelling about how she lets shit go all the time when her phone rings. It's Kelly. And immediately I was like, oop, I fucking knew it. But she declines. She declines the call so they can keep fighting. And Andrew lets her know, look, I do every fucking thing you want me to do all the time. It's whatever you want, and it's getting old. Which, valid. And I would have loved to see them finish that conversation. But Kelly calls back, and you know if your friend calls back to back like that, something is fucking up.
Then you know something's going down.
Yes, and like I said way back at the block party, Tiffany and her issues are bringing the girls back together.
You called this so
Pew, pew, pew,
precisely.
pew. You see me?
Bruh, so damn good. As soon as the scene came on, I was like, damn it, she's good.
Thank you, girl. Thank you, friend.
So
That's
good.
right. They're all over to Derek and Tiffany's house. Derek has not seen her since the day before. You know, he's on the phone with the movie theater. And we get a hilarious moment from Gloria. Now, whose mother is Gloria?
I was trying to figure that out. I couldn't.
I don't think we've
that.
ever seen her before. I'm going to guess she's Derek's mama, though.
Same.
I think that was Derek's mom and sister. So Gloria had a dream about catfish. Kelly has no idea what the fuck that means.
Was that not me? That whole moment was me and you. And I'd be like, I dreamt about snakes. So you know what that means.
And it's like, what does that have to do with our missing friend? What does that have to do with my wife?
I love it. Shout out to the woo-woos.
That damn friend. Yes. Shout out to you fucking woo-woos. Derek is still on hold and tells the girls that Tiffany called at, I think he said 10:15 the previous night to say that she needed some time and was checking into a hotel. But then, she turned her phone off. And that's when niggas panic.
Whew.
When people can't get in touch with you, that's when they start going on some Inspector Gadget ass shit like they did on this day.
Especially when it's unlike you. You're not just someone that turns your phone off and disappears into the night. So understandable.
Yeah, and Derek is getting more and more concerned. He is done waiting, so he's going to go off to the theater. He asks who I am assuming is his sister to watch the baby. And then Kelly is like, well, nigga, me too. And then I thought, I know Issa and Molly ain't trying to be here alone. They not trying to have no moment with just the two of them right now
so
at all. Like, nigga,
goes.
scoot over, bitch. I'm writing as well. Oh, man. At the movie theater, I noticed the twins Easter egg that Issa, the hint she gave us about. There are two twin girls at this movie theater in front of like the popcorn machine or whatever. I said, there go the twins again. Issa, every fucking episode, there have been twins.
What is it though? Is it just that or is there a deeper meaning?
No, I think they literally just did it on purpose. They put twins in every episode to see if people would notice.
So that's just the literal Easter egg.
Yeah.
Oh, see my ass. I was like, what's the storyline? I thought it was going to turn into some big deep thing. You're like, no, it's
I think it was just a fun thing. Yep.
Hilarious. Me waiting for the catfish connection.
Fans like, so who's having
what's
twins?
The story with the twins?
Hey now, maybe Condola's pregnant with twins,
oh
girl.
my God. You see what I'm saying? There has to be a deeper.
You never know.
This is too much.
You never know. Derek immediately heads for the manager. Kelly, of course, has her eyes on the security guard, which, that's looking a little lustful as well. It's looking like...
And it was Prentice. Did you peep that?
Yes, but I
was like, shout out to Prentice Penny.
I was dying at Kelly's face. She was like, oh yeah, that nigga.
He looked like he been through some things. Ain't that what you said? I get it. Relatable content, girl.
Oh, Lord. Well, Molly and Issa are left standing there again, just like they probably didn't want to be. And they kind of do that thing where they both try to talk. And then Molly's like, let's just split up, go to different concession stands. You take the upstairs, I take the down. And Issa's face looks really disappointed. Did you think so?
Of course.
Like she kind of thought,
it's like you find every
together.
moment, to separate yourself from me, even at a time like this. Because Molly's just like, no, I'm not doing this with you.
Right. But then I also thought, I don't even know why Issa wants it. After that conversation that they had, I would be so cool on that bitch. I would have nothing to say to that bitch until she had some apologizing to do.
Issa still wants to be her friend, So I felt like maybe she thought in that moment the vulnerability of the situation would change things.
Gross. No,
but it did not. Molly was like, peace, catch you upstairs.
Not that it matters anyway, because none of them had any luck, but just then Kelly spots the bar. Of course the bitch was at the bar, all right? So I love how everybody's brains just kind of click into gear here to try to piece together all of the little clues and track Tiffany's ass down. So
they're like, a bar. She was definitely here.
Smart girl. And apparently she had 4 margaritas left in a lift. And Derek's like, oh yeah, there was a lift charge on the phone. He's like, bitch.
We might have needed to know that.
Mike could have used that. But then also, it does not have the destination on the, debit card charge or whatever. So it's not like that could have really gone all that far. But they're trying to think of where Tiffany could have possibly went.
Because they said it was only for like $1 or something. Isn't that what he said?
It was no, girl. It was like $6.
$6. I was like, damn.
Not
y'all
$1.
Lifts be cheap.
Now LA lifts do be cheap.
Hella cheaper, okay, than New York. Let's call that out real quick.
That is true. Okay, you're right. But, Molly's lawyer brain is at work, and she says that the last time Tiffany chugged that many margaritas was Cinco de Mayo, and that leads the girls down a cute little memory lane trip. And I thought, oh, remember when we were friends? Remember that? Remember when we liked one another? Remember that time I ordered quesadillas?
No.
5 quesadillas
Molly
for the table,
doesn't.
but you were the table. So that brings up Guisados. Molly thinks Tiffany may be there since that's where they went for Cinco de Mayo. And since the lift charge was only $6, Issa deduces that it must be the location that's just a couple of miles away. Genius.
Good job.
Because obviously she didn't go across the city for $6.15.
Good job, team.
That's right. We see how Issa got that 5-star rating. I mean, it's an arbitration. We'll move past it. They get to Guisados. They meet Ronald, who is probably one of the most realistic restaurant employees I've ever seen on TV. He straight up said, no, I do not remember her. I space out a lot. I do not care about this damn job.
He's like, you wish I was that attentive to detail.
Yeah, I don't know who comes in here. I don't give a fuck. Yes, but Molly's lawyer brain kicks in again, and she noticed the security camera. And although they are not in the habit of doing this, Ronald lets them review the tape. And they're all just really looking at each other nervously as they're scanning the footage. Like, damn.
Whew, gosh.
Maybe this wasn't it. We don't see her. But then Kelly fucking spots that bitch. Oh, the relief.
First, and I was dead. Hold on, at them telling the employee to make it zoom and pan. He was like, bitch.
Right.
This is not
it doesn't
kind of
pan,
camera.
Girl. It does not pan. We cannot do that.
You're lucky it was on. You know how most people don't even be having this shit on.
Okay. You're lucky it was on and recording, and they didn't just like immediately record over it or whatever.
Like most people.
Okay, but we do get a very clear shot of Tiffany walking out and getting on a bus, and I said, oh yeah, this bitch is down. Because since when would Tiffany Dubois get on a bus?
That is exactly what I wrote in my notes. I was like, shit is bad if Tiffany is jumping on a public bus at 10:15 at night. What?
It's like, sis just said, I'm just going to get on the bus and see where it fucking takes me.
Shit is hard. Damn, girl.
Right. So based off the time that she left the restaurant, Derek is like, oh, okay, she must be near here because she called me at 10:15. Something is definitely wrong, but they can at least take the bus and check out which hotels are on the bus route. Now, I probably would have just Googled the bus route and then looked in Google Maps for which hotels were on the route.
It's okay.
Yes, but I'm glad they didn't, because we got this incredible scene on the bus. Molly and Kelly are calling around to different hotels, and Derek just looks, oh man, defeated. Like, my wife is gone, and he knew that she wasn't happy, but he thought that, you know, time would help. And he really just starts to devolve into blaming himself. Yeah.
Which would be hard not to do, especially when you saw the signs, you know, so it's understandable, but it's also not his fault. And he's been awesome taking care of the baby. It seemed like he's holding up his side of the dad bargain. Which, even probably when she was partying, more than we tend to see. So I get why he's blaming himself, but it's also sad because he's been doing such a great job.
I can't believe I let this happen. I could have done more.
No, Derek, you have done so much to support her. You're a good dad. You're out here trying to find her. You gained 5 pounds of sympathy weight.
15.
And you look good.
Right. I mean, and you're not in charge of somebody else's depression for whatever reason.
Yeah, you can't fix it. That's the hardest pill to swallow when you are in different relationship dynamics.
Exactly. You can't make her better just because you want her to be better. And ultimately, she's still a grown woman. So, you know, she had to go run away for a little bit and have some time to herself. But Issa steps up right here as a really good friend when she reminds Derek that, you know, he's super supportive. He's out here looking for her ass now. He's a great dad. And I thought Molly was looking at her like, oh, this bitch is deep and like a nice person. Oh man, when Issa said that, you know, nobody's perfect and we're all just trying to figure it out, I was like, okay, Molly, do you hear, girl? How many more signs can your ass get?
She did look like she softened up in that part. I was trying to read how she was perceiving that conversation by her body language.
Yes, but of course you can't take a bus trip without some weirdo fucking talking to you. And when I tell you this motherfucker talking about his inner black woman would have got smacked.
Now is not the fucking time, bro.
It's not. Now is not the time. And thankfully, whoever Kelly is on the phone with says that Tiffany is there at the hotel, so she doesn't have time to beat the shit out of him like she may want to. But she's at the Sheraton, which they just passed. It's like, damn. That's what happens on public transportation. You don't stop when you want to stop, but they refuse to accept that as true. This next part, I said, these niggas are very bold. In New York, I'm pretty sure you could go to jail for this.
Go to jail? The bus driver would have punched you in your face. Fuck that.
Okay, would have breathed on you real hard or something. And first of all, this ornery ass driver.
I don't think I've ever even seen that emergency button anywhere near the entrance. I don't think.
Oh no,
not in New York. They know better.
Yeah, wherever that button is, they got a lid or something over it to where we can't.
I think we have. Do we have the cord that you pull? Oh no, maybe I'm thinking of the train. I haven't been on. No, we have the buttons. A long time.
Girl, we have the buttons you press when you want your stop. But anyway, look at us. We are some.
We miss being outside. We were just bonding. It's okay.
Right. I was gonna say we probably sound really fucking sad right now, but this ornery ass driver will not even talk to them unless they're behind the yellow line, and he refuses to open the door even though they're at a red light. And I'm like, come on, man, like.
Two of them
you could just open the door.
Yeah, and they're clearly in distress. But bus drivers, I mean, if you take the bus, you already know when they're on a route, on a schedule. Good luck. Mm-hmm. Good luck.
But we have already stopped, nigga. Well, Kelly mashes the fucking button anyway. And when the driver was like, hey, officer, I was like, it ain't no way the police is really going to come over here for this. But I was very wrong.
Sure did. The nerve.
The four of them are walking up to the hotel. And then this part of the scene, girl, when the driver points them out and then the white boy's like, yeah, she has been harassing him all all night. I was just like, okay, now see, this is about to go very fucking left.
My stomach hurt, actually. I was like, oh, fuck no. Please don't give us one of these scenes.
Yes,
I wasn't ready.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Right. Especially when Kelly says that she didn't assault that nigga, but she could. And then the officer puts his hand on his hip.
The
I was
holster,
like, oh no.
I was like, please,
no. No.
Please, no. We have enough.
We don't need this right now.
Please.
Right. But Kelly's dumb ass is like, nigga, tase me. I been tased. It ain't nothing. A bitch bounce right back up. Everybody's like, okay, but you must don't remember
that you peed on yourself, girl.
Because we do remember that. When you told us to remember you different, you was not... You was not talking all this shit. But all right, Derek explains that they are just looking for his wife. And then Molly pulls the attorney card, which, you know, probably a great idea right about now. And it's like, is there a reason you're questioning us instead of them? Is it a black reason? And
the
again,
cop cracked me
fucking hollered.
He was like,
Yes!
not today.
Not today.
Not me. Not today. Nope. He was like, y'all go ahead and break this shit up.
He said, all right.
I'm not doing it.
I said, oh, okay. You know what? This man don't want to be a hashtag.
No.
He don't want to trend. He don't want to be put on administrative leave. None of that shit. He's not trying to go viral. I love that shit so much. More officers should just say, not me, not today. But
imagine that.
Of course, they can't. Yeah, they can't just walk off without Kelly almost getting them into a fucking fight.
Kelly.
Of course.
You know. Throwing
off these fuck yous and then tells the officers, thank you for your service. Girl, all right. But anyway, please stay focused. Please, please. They finally make it to the hotel and they're walking up to Tiffany's room. They're on the 5th floor. But Derek approaches the door alone. And this is a really sweet moment where, we have him knocking on the door. And then we hear this tiny little, who is it?
Oh, my goodness. The stress levels.
It's me,
man.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when he said open up, I was like, yes, open the door, but also open your heart.
Oh,
and
Crystal.
open your feelings.
Come
okay.
on, Mush.
All right. Oh,
come on,
all right.
let me have it.
Yeah, you rubbed off on me for like 3 seconds, girl. But she does open the door, and I'm pretty sure this is my first time seeing Tiffany's real hair.
I mean, listen, when you're going through things, now's the time to shed it all.
The wig had to fucking go.
Has got to go. Everything.
She is very natural in this scene with the towel on. And she just looks
raw,
despondent, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like
very raw.
Like her depression is beating her ass and she don't know what else to do with it, you know? She says and that's what she says, that she just did not know what to do. And so they hug.
And I felt her on that. Like, I mean, granted, this is postpartum. I've never experienced that, but the aspect of her not knowing what to do, so she just removed herself. Like, I just have to remove myself and recalibrate, gather. And I appreciated how Derek in this scene, similar to Issa when Nathan was telling her about his bipolar diagnosis, Derek didn't beat her down in this moment. He just, he was just like there. And I love that those scenes meant a lot to me in this season, because I think people oftentimes don't know how to navigate these conversations with people they love. It can be hard.
Exactly. It's a real one. So I hope that Tiffany gets the help she needs, because
amen.
Sis was struggling this season.
Whew.
So maybe we'll see in season 5. But oh man, it's the next day. Love these shots of the murals, Kobe and Gigi, which I have actually seen that one. I saw it the last time I was in LA and it made me cry. And then, of course, one of the Nipsey murals. And I was like, damn, man. Oh,
it's been
heartbreaking.
It's been a rough couple years.
But Molly is at Andrew's talking about the night before and, you know, says that Tiffany is probably going to be all right, but shit's kind of iffy right now. And she apologizes for having to leave out the way she did. Obviously, Andrew understands. And he's like, you know, we don't have to talk about all that right now. But Molly wants to get to the root and, you know, find out what's going on, have the conversation before things get worse. And I do like this about Molly, because I am also a let's just talk about what's wrong type of person.
Like right now.
Let's talk about it. Yeah. But once again, it's what Molly wants to do. because Andrew is clearly not in the mood to have this conversation. She has to ask him to talk to her. So I see her point there, but it's kind of like you're also reinforcing his point that everything has to be on your schedule and on your terms.
It's too late. It's too late. And I knew it in his face. As soon as he looked over at her, it was like, I don't want to talk about it because I'm done. That's
right. He had breakup eyes.
He had breakup
absolutely.
eyes. Okay. He gave her the I'm done. Shit, that's hard. Woo.
I don't know. What if we're just not a good match?
No, that's not it. I mean, neither one of us have gotten this far with somebody before. I mean, that has to mean something.
I don't think it should be this hard.
So what? We put in all that time for nothing? You just want to give up? Listen, I know that it's been hard, but we can work at it. I want to work at this. I mean, whatever we got to do, we got to go to therapy. I'll be more open. I'll share more. I can be better. I mean,
what are you fighting for right now?
He's like, child, let me pull out the scroll.
Forget about this.
Unroll the scroll.
With you.
And this part, you know, I get it. She's scrambling.
It's begging is what it is. It's begging.
It just, it affected me because, and I know a lot of us have been through this. When you've been asking the person the whole time, and then it takes for you to leave them or to tell them you're done, for them to suddenly be like, wait, I'll go to therapy. Wait, I'll fix things with your brother.
Anything.
Wait, like, why do y'all wait till shit is fucked up? Damn it. He tried the whole time, you know?
Yeah, he did. And I loved this conversation because when Andrew says that maybe they just aren't a match, Molly's like, but neither one of us have ever gotten this far with somebody before. So that can't be it. And it's like I said, just because it's your first, not even long term, but just because it's your first relationship that lasted a while or your first healthy relationship does not mean that is the person you're destined to be with.
Right. Clearly.
It could just be that y'all aren't a match, which those are some of the worst breakups because it's like, neither one of us did anything wrong. It's just over, as opposed to when a nigga cheats, you can just be mad. But
right, it's true.
Yeah,
because you can use the anger, but with this, it's like, oh, shit just isn't right. Like that's just it.
Yeah,
it's just not right.
And so Andrew's like, "Is this even what you really want?" And Molly tears up. Oof. But I think she knows that this relationship ain't really it. She just don't want to let it go. She don't want to lose.
Oh gosh,
she don't want to be alone. Yep, she don't want to be considered a failure. She doesn't want to look at herself as having failed this relationship. But girl, sad to say, when it's over, it's fucking over. It ain't nothing you can do about it.
Make room for better things.
Oh, but is there going to be a better thing for Molly?
Oh my God, yes. It's her fate. Season 5.
Okay, friend.
I still think her and Torian are gonna end up being together personally.
You know, and I wouldn't even be mad at that because she and Torian are actually a lot alike.
And that's what she's gonna
Very
learn.
alike.
A better match on the same page with work. They understand each other's schedules. Like it might be a better match. She'll learn. We'll see.
I mean, and Andrew asked if this was what she really wanted, but it's very clear to me that this is not what he wants. He
at all
is just trying to get her to understand that this is fucking over, but he does not want to be in this relationship no more, period. Well,
does this mean we're done with Andrew?
Girl, every time I think we're done with somebody, the nigga come right back.
I
know. So I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it.
Cut to this damn next scene where we thought Condola said,
"That's
you
right.
Thought.
You thought, bitch. Me and my pussy have returned."
Me and my twins.
Lawrence is at Issa's. Yes, and she got no sleep the night before, but his face again. The trouble is written all over his face, and he tells her that Condola came over last night because she needed to talk, and Issa's like, "Yeah, about what?"
Yo, the PTSD I had in this moment because I thought he was gonna be like, "I fucked her." That's all I thought he was gonna say. I did
too. So shout out to Lawrence Hive. Your men still don't cheat, but I love the way they cut back and forth between Condola and Lawrence's conversation and the one he's having right now with Issa,
I
because
love that
Condola
editing.
is fucking pregnant.
Oh God, the timing
And Lawrence,
the timing.
You know, Lawrence goes through all the emotions. He's stunned. He asks if she's sure the baby is his, which
you knew it was coming. They be grasping for straws.
I did.
How you know it's mine?
I did. And the thing about that question is that I understand it, but it's rude as fuck. But I understand.
Right.
But it's rude as fuck.
I see both sides.
Right. Because it's like, it's not even that you just calling me a hoe. You saying that you think I'm so lazy that I don't remember who nutted in me on what day. It's just not that bad.
But also, people be fucking. So they weren't in an exclusive relationship. So that's why I'm like, I see both sides. But like you said, still really fucking rude.
Right. Condola is very diplomatic about it. Yes, nigger. I did that last part. But, you know, Lawrence explains to Issa that this happened before they got back together, before he even found out about the job offer in San Francisco. And when Issa's like, okay, is she keeping it? Condola lets us know, yes, the fuck she is.
I sure am.
And Lawrence, and this was real when Lawrence was like, damn, why?
This is not a good time. We're not even together. Why would you want this?
This is not ideal for me either. But that's just not an option for me.
That nigga thought he was gonna have to go pay the fucking chop shop and then go on.
He was like, so the 500.
I got some cash in the
Venmo,
back. We can go
Cash
tonight.
App, you let me know. Cash.
I wasn't ready.
Chase Bank.
Oh man.
But this time I want to keep it. And it's not like I don't want kids. I do.
Fuck. This is just
a lot.
I know. Okay, we're still processing
So
everything.
sis has gone to the chop shop before, and now
and was not about to do that shit again.
Yeah, and that's real. Like
Real.
most people I know who have had abortions are like thrilled about it, but I do know a handful of women who are like,
but also never again.
Like, I am not going through that again. It was just too much. And you know, maybe she's in a better place now after the divorce. Maybe she feels better equipped to handle it, but she lets Lawrence know, nigga, that's my fucking baby and I'm keeping it.
Whew.
What?
The timing, Jesus, Lawrence.
This
God.
This part
Damn.
where Issa asks if Lawrence and Condola are getting back together, and he's like, "No, I want to be with you." I said, "Oh, girl."
No, I told you I want to be with you.
But you're having a baby with someone else.
But I didn't plan this, Issa. I don't want this to happen.
I know. And I'm not expecting anything from you. I don't want you to feel trapped.
But let's be real about this. Let's be real about it. Condola said that Lawrence can be as involved as he wants to be. If Lawrence is the good guy,
which he's going to be,
he seems to be,
yeah, there's no way.
Then he's going to be a father to his child. And niggas do not ever get tired of fucking their baby mamas. So it's just really important here to remember, Issa, that nigga has a baby mama now.
Yeah, but
and
it's also
have to
Lawrence.
Be worried about that.
But it's Lawrence.
Girl,
and I don't see him doing that. No. I gotta hold the man. Nah, I gotta hold Lawrence down.
You can't see a man sleeping with his baby mama.
I didn't say a man. I said Lawrence.
You can't see Lawrence fucking Condola?
No, not if he's with Issa. Hell no.
Oh, girl.
I don't see
girl. You sound crazy.
I don't see
when they
it.
both. No, because see, it's going to be some shit to go down, especially when the baby is first born. I'm not saying they're going to fuck then. I'm saying newborns are around the clock fucking work, and Lawrence is going to have to be in the house with her. He probably is going to move in temporarily.
Oh, Jesus
while
Christ.
the baby is fresh. But then, what about the job in San Francisco? He has to decide if he's even going to take it. Does he want to be that far from his baby? Like, I mean, that could be a
honestly,
whole
I'm
issue.
going to go ahead and guess that he's not going to take that job because I don't see him not being in this child's life. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I thought he was going to be like, look, you know, your mama can tell you that your daddy lives in San Francisco.
At me. Catch me on Instagram.
FaceTime a nigga, you know.
Nah, he won't. He ain't moving.
Well, you know, maybe not. And that's too bad because he was really excited about this job and everything. Like he says, The timing of this could not be worse.
Bruh, the way that this shifted everything. He just went from being at the farmer's market, happy as fuck. Issa even offering to move to San Francisco and start their new life, and now shit is just not that. Like,
I mean, and y'all could still do that. Y'all could just go to San Francisco and pretend that baby don't exist.
Oh my God.
Niggas do it every day. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's an option.
Yo, I'm fucking dead right now.
I'm just saying it is an option.
I don't know. He just don't strike me as a piece of shit like that. He don't.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to be an active dad, which means he and Condola are going to be spending a lot more time together, and Issa's not going to be able to handle it. And I think, even though we didn't see how this scene ends, I think Issa ended the relationship.
I do too. You can tell that she can't handle this, because the last thing she said was, I thought Condola was out the way. Like, I thought that was it. I thought that chapter closed, and now not only is it not closed, it's here forever. Because the child is forever. Like, Condola ain't going nowhere.
The awkwardness when Condola brings that baby over to the house.
God.
Oh, no. Issa is a smart girl.
This is tough. And honestly, I'm sure there are people who would be like, fuck it, we gonna figure it out, you know?
Hell no.
It's gonna suck. It's gonna be hard, but we're gonna figure it out. I'm sure.
Goddamn.
I know myself. I know that I'm gonna struggle, and it's like, why do that to either one of our lives? So it'd just be better.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna do that to your baby, because I'm gonna be a bitch to that baby.
Because I'm gonna be looking at
and
that
I don't want to be a bitch to your baby, right? Like, you want a little wine?
No, you didn't.
I would not be shit, man. I would not be shit. So it's really for the best, I think, that
for
that
everybody,
they break up,
for everybody's mental health. Agreed.
But we just saw how happy they were together and how things just clicked and they were falling back into place. And
I mean, is that not life though? Is that not motherfucking life? Woo.
And she went out on the balcony and smoked her some fucking weed. That's how we handle it.
In the sun with all her plants. Shout out to all those plants too. I was like, cute. But I also love that Moses Sumney, which is one of my favorite artists, that Keeps Me Alive record played. It was just perfect.
So good.
It was just perfect.
It was.
It captured the moment perfectly, because this was a lot.
Yes, the music is just flawless as always, and the placement is top fucking notch. But
man,
I knew as soon as we saw the Mercado's window that Issa was meeting up with Molly. I knew it, because they fucking love this place.
I would like to say, I would like to accept my award.
Take your moment.
I'd like to thank God. I would like to thank my mother.
No, the fuck you didn't.
I called the end of the season yet.
You're very good at that.
I'm very good at this. What is this?
You are. It's your third eye, girl.
It's the catfish. I'm telling you. Me and Gloria know. But I called it, though, that they were going to end together. I knew that the Molly and Issa duo was not going anywhere. We were just going to see the roller coaster of emotions throughout the season. But at the end, it's always the road leads back to them. And I love it. I love it.
That's true. That's true. That's a very sweet way of looking at it. I did appreciate that Molly thanked Issa for coming, and Issa was like, well, thanks for calling. And maybe, after her breakup and all the shit that Molly has gone through, she's going to start going back to therapy, taking it seriously. And I think that the breakup really hit home for Molly, that she does not give in relationships, and she just expects people to stay in relationship with her. Woo. And so she is going to have to do something about that, girl. Look at how you did your best fucking friend. Look at how you did her.
And even when she was breaking up with Andrew, do you remember when she was like, are you really going to throw this away? All the work and time we've put into this. And I immediately thought of Issa. I'm like, you didn't grant her the same grace when she was on the sidewalk saying to you, are you really going to do this? More so in an energetic way, because you saw her face where she was just like destroyed. But I think that moment, like you said, that breakup literally broke her open.
Oh, girl. Well, we will have to wait until season 5 to find out what all they talked about and how that shit went down. Oh man, and thanks to Corona, God only knows when production will be back.
I wonder if they'll include that too, like as part of the story.
How can they not? I don't see how the pandemic could possibly not be a part of anybody's shows that are based in real life. Yeah, I don't see how it could possibly not. But we will see what the geniuses over at Insecure come up with.
Are you happy with this ending? Are you happy with it?
I'm thrilled with the ending. I'm thrilled with the season. It is my favorite thus far. They did a lot with them 30 minutes every week.
Sure the fuck did, man.
Yeah, I mean, I hated the ending because I really wanted Issa and Lawrence to build what they had.
Yeah.
But it's just so fucking real life that a baby pops up and everything is different. It's just so real.
This is rough. But we also don't know. We don't know what'll happen between Issa
what you saying?
And
She gonna have a miscarriage?
We don't know.
Issa is not finna be no damn baby. No, Issa is not finna be no stepmama. No,
what if she's pregnant and then her and Condola have what they call on the streets project twins when your babies are... I'm trying to find the twin Easter egg here.
I don't know.
Now, wouldn't that be a plot twist for the ages? Woo! Project twins.
Girl. Now, I think that's going to take the show in a whole different direction, girl. I don't think we're going to see Issa or Molly get pregnant until, the end of the series, if then. But
oh man, this was
until
awesome.
then, thank you so much to everyone for tuning in every week to the show and to the podcast.
We're going to miss
Fran
you.
and I love doing this.
So much fun. It kind of makes me sad. I got used to seeing you every week.
I know. Now we just have to FaceTime.
Now we'll just have to be in each other's living rooms.
As soon as the germs aren't outside anymore. But check out the hashtag Insecurity. That's INSECURITEA to catch up on everybody's thoughts and musings from the past season. And I think that's it, Fran. Anything else from you before we go?
Yeah, I just want to actually, before we get out of here, thank you guys for helping us cross the 3 million listener mark. We got the cutest plaque that we were circulating. You guys have given us 5-star ratings all the years that we've been doing this, and you guys help us shoot up through the charts every season. And thank you so much for your love, your support, your excitement in the Insecurity hashtag. It was trending last week, the hashtag itself, which is exciting for us.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's like,
nice.
How cool is that? Y'all love the show and y'all love our show too. And we really appreciate it because we genuinely enjoy doing it. And LaToya.
Fran.
LaToya wasn't Andrew's sister. Okay, I'm gonna let it go.
She was not.
I'm gonna let it go.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Fran.
Like Molly, I will let it go.
All right. On that note, that wraps up Insecurity. I'm Crystal.
And I'm Hey Friend Hey. Burr, burr,
all right.
burr, burr.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Insecurity, the Insecure After Show, is a Loudspeaker Studios production in association with Team Epiphany. We're your hosts, Crystal and Fran. Our producer is Matt Raz.
The executive producers are Chris Morrow and Matt Raz. Our associate producer is Tyrell Worley. And the show is engineered and edited by Dwayne Crawford. Thanks, everybody.
Burr, 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 burr.